Here in Jordan TV, we have our very own guest again, Raphael, all the way from Narok County, who have been seeing the issues of the matter of insecurities, maybe some assaults to the women regarding the news that was done yesterday in our broadcast here. Welcome very much, sir.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Juma.
Yes. Welcome to our studio. Feel very free. Now, Raphael, people watching you live from Narok County can see the Tinkoi Marakwet. Tinkoi also there is trying to watch you all the way from Narok. Now, in the matter regarding what happened yesterday in our news, Mr. Raphael, what can you say to this?
Thank you, Mr. Juma, for such questions. Actually, it was bad, and it was a bad picture to our country. The border people who are just taking that bad habit, and in my opinion, I can say that that was not good, and they need to turn up and style up because that's bad behavior to our country. So to me, actually, it was very bad.
Mr. President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta declared a crackdown all the way to borders riders now in the country. What is this to you? What does it mean to you?
I concur with the president simply because the president is trying to make sure that the scenario has end. The president is trying to make sure that our people are very safe, they are traveling safe, and no issues that should be found. And I also echo the president because the president is trying to show that this is Kenya, and Kenya we must live civilized, and you are free to live everywhere, you are free to transport anywhere. So I concur with the president.
You can join our conversation by dialing 22422 here and going to keep tweeting in Jordan Television in the interview hashtag Michael Juma / Raphael here. Now, Mr. Raphael, yes. We have people who have the private motorcycles, and this issue of crackdown has been declared by the president. What does it mean to you again?
It doesn't mean that all border people are wrong or they are all the right people. For this incident, you meet that we have a person who is below 60 years traveling, having a motorcycle, and that person is not prone to that sins. So here you can meet that not all border are wrong people. It's just but a small sample. Trying to let me quote this from Kiswahili. There is a methali that say viazi kimoja kinaweza osesha gunia mzima. Lakini in this case, these people should be specialized and should be picked out. Thank you.
Just a minute here, I'm getting a text from Kevin McCory saying that just ask Mr. Raphael the issue that we have different families depending on the border for them to earn the living, and they are in the private sector. Now, in this matter, what can be done?
Thank you. That is Mr. He was my classmate. The so-called Mokeri. He was my classmate. So Kelvin was my classmate some years back. So to that question of Mokeri, I think many families depend on border. So the instruction from the president, I think it's the right thing that we should also have some specialized rules that govern these people of piggy people, so that they can have some organization, so that they can raise their life standard.
What kind of issues do you think actually can rise up depending on what was declared yesterday by His Excellency Mr. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta?
This one will lead to low life standard. Many people are depending on motorcycles, so whenever there is any incident, it may cause to low life standard. Yeah.
That is Raphael talking to us here in the studios. I said I'll just press on the 22422 to join our conversation in this particular moment. Raphael, in the final question, maybe we can give a final word and an advice to the border riders who are in the private schemes and those who plan actually to buy the border.
I just have an advice to those border people that they should also carry people with a lot of concern. They shall also know that there is judgment at the end, so they shall ride well and they shall not try to hijack people. They should also know that this life will end and this life is very short, so you need to lead a harmonious life with other people.
The lady who was actually involved in such actually incredible activity, actually what advice can you give to her, because now she's feeling actually not even to be publicated or to be shown in the public domain in the magazines? What advice can you give her, because she's now traumatized in the matter?
I just have advice to that lady that that's a slight mistake. And once there is this quote said that when God forgives, He forgets. So you should have to forget what happened and press on, because that's not dead sentence. It usually, and it's not also the first person to face that scenario. So you should be very motivated, and you should also feel that he's also a normal human being like others.
Thank you very much for coping up and being with us in this particular Jordan Television. We hope to catch with you next time. I was your very own Michael Juma.